Right, we are here in New Zealand and I'm catching up with a young man that features a little bit in Over the Ditch quite regularly. Tommy Bagrie, firstly, welcome mate.
Thank you very much.
You've been going pretty good, the team, since I started Over the Ditch, probably about 6-7 weeks ago. Your name features quite a lot, especially with the Trotters having a bit of a run.
Yeah, no, we've had a bit of luck lately. It's been good. We've sort of had a bit of a down yesterday, didn't have much luck with a couple in, but no, we've had a bit of luck. Walking on Sunshine and Harold Smith, both been doing the stable real proud, and a couple of others have popped up as well. Yeah.
The job of Walking on Sunshine, son, it flies under the radar a little bit, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to be here. She had, unfortunately, a scratch yesterday, and she won't be going around on the weekend. You're just having a few issues, but you're setting her for the Oaks. She's already won the Northern Oaks. She won the Southern Oaks, and now you're going to try and win the New Zealand Oaks with it. People should be singing from the rafters. I mean, it's an awesome effort that you've been able to do with her.
Yeah. Well, she does have a few wee problems, and sort of has doesn't really go a bad race, but has been beaten a couple of times when she maybe should have. People probably thought she should have won, and that's maybe why she's a little bit under the radar. But we've just been proud of everything she's done, and having a lot of fun. And it's bloody good to have a horse with Reg Story, who's been a big supporter of Dad's over the years, and now he's given me the chance to train her, and it's a bit of a family horse, and I actually drove my first winner on her mum, so it all keeps going back, and it's been a great ride.
She ran second in the Northern Derby to Love Me Too, and again a filly chasing home, a quality colt like that as well, or gelding he is, I found out since. But I mean, chasing home a horse like him, again, like I say, fillies, small trainer, it's something I think we need to embrace. I love the Trotters. I openly say that I love the Trotters probably more than the Pacers. I love the industry, but I think the job the Trotters are doing. The rise of the 3-year-old fillies in both sides, even in Australia, especially these trotting fillies, it's just brilliant, isn't it? Yeah,
no, they're getting a lot more races, and we've been just so lucky to have one that just goes out there and does the job, and she doesn't have any real brilliance, but she just tries her heart out. She's got a good gait, got a bit of gait speed to put her in the race, and going back to the Northern Derby, we were just couldn't believe it that she was beating like a lot of the boys, so we're just bloody wrapped, and hopefully we've got a full brother or sister who's about to drop on the floor soon, and we've got another one that we're about to break in, so hopefully the family can keep going, and I don't like too many trotters. Like, I do love my trotters, they're the best to sit behind, but I still do like having a few paces around the place as well, because they can make a bit more money too.
Mate, I'm going to make you the #1 trotting trainer in Southern Island. Don't worry about that. No, a little bit about yourself. Like, how many do you train?
I've got 14 in work at the moment, and we've got a few young ones who are sort of going to bring in after things quiet down after Cup Week. But we're just always trying to build our numbers, always looking for a few more horses. Got a real good ownership crew that support me a lot, and we get 1 or 2 at the sales each year, and got some good people that sort of breed their own, and we, for a long time I was always just a seller, and still do like selling horses, but we've been able to keep a few more of late, which is good. Like, got some nice owners that are keen to sort of race a horse, and that's why we've got Walking on Sunshine and that sort of thing. Yeah.
And Harold Smith, but we'll touch on him in a second because he does go around on Friday. But how long have you been training, like, on your own? You're here at your mum and dad's property. How long have you been out training on your own for?
It was sort of always worked in together, even though Dad's not GST registered and I am, so that's why we're not really in a partnership. But everything's always been done together, and when I started just getting owners in instead of just having the old horse with Dad, I started getting my teeth into it. I don't know, I think it might have been 5 or 6 years ago, but that's just the way it sort of works out. But everything we do is just a big family operation. Dad and I have always done it, and I'm still sort of learning off him, and he's the backbone to the operation for sure, and got a good crew of staff, Paul Black and Sarah and Jess, and my sister Sam helps out a lot, and Pete Harris, our neighbour, who just, unfortunately for him, he just moved in next door, and now he's got the bug and can't leave, and so we've got a good wee crew, and it works out pretty good.
Are you where you thought you might have been? Like, do you have a goal, like, of where you'd like to get to, and are you tracking at that level at the minute?
Well, I'd like a Swayze.
Everyone would.
No, it's like you've just got to do what you can, and we're just out here trucking along doing our best. It'd be nice to pick up some more bigger races, and that's the goal, to try and sort of feature in them a bit more and win a few, and we seem to be getting a better record as we go along, and we're getting more numbers too, which helps, which is a massive factor, rather than just having one or two running around, and we've sort of got a few more in. So we've got goals to be doing better, but we're happy. Yeah.
Like, are your goals to get bigger? Like, is that it, or just maybe stay boutique with better quality horses? Like, is there it's a tricky question, but
it'd be great to be in some of these guys' positions where you can sort of pick and choose, but I won't be doing that for a long time. Like, if I'd get bigger, and that way you get more opportunities to have those good horses, and that's what we're all sort of striving for. So we've got room. Dad's got 200 acres here. There's plenty of room to set up another paddock, and so we'll just see how it goes, but that's the goal. Get a couple more at the sales this year, and we've got a few more homebred weanlings than we had before, so we'll looking into the near future, we're definitely going to be growing in numbers.
Is that one of the, I suppose, the challenges you said there before, that you were a seller? A little bit of that is to make a bit of coin to get yourself started and that, but one of your challenges now to I suppose, go to the sales, tell owners that, listen, I'm going to keep these horses to train and want to keep them here racing in New Zealand, which is on the up, I think. The way the racing is, not just your big carnivals, your smaller carnivals as well, especially down south, and some of the stuff they do down there. Is that one of the challenges you have now to, suppose, redefine Tom Bagrie and what you're about?
And the stakes have come up, people seem to be just sort of we're all sort of new sort of set up, and the owners are not quite, they want a horse to race as well, and sort of put those guys in together, and the guys that want to sort of get them up and going and selling, they sort of go in another group, that's it. It's just about trying to place your horses right, and now you can actually go down south or go to some of those Sunday meetings and get some good coin for running around. So it's not quite there yet, but things have been looking good, and they're trying to do some things with incentives, which helps, and it does sort of help the old person come into the game and breed, or maybe buy into a horse when they know that they got a chance of getting some good money back, because we know how hard it is to make some money back with a horse. So if there's some incentive or for them to actually make some money, that it seems to help people make that sort of decision to get them over the line to buy a share.
Yesterday, one of the best carnivals I go to. I think it's one of the best carnivals in the southern hemisphere, that's for sure. There's nothing like it in Australia, no matter. And it's year on year. I mean, people might say, one race is bigger than that, but this has been consistently bigger. You didn't have the greatest of days yesterday. Unfortunately, you had to scratch your filly, and then the other two. But do you look at days like that? Like, I know you're great mates with Johnny Dunn. They got a huge team. Is that what you try to aspire to every year? Is that what sort of gets you out of bed on the cold winter's days to keep going? Is to be on those, the Tuesday in November and aspire to having 4 or 5 horses there and all live chances?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's the one day of the year that you sort of get your horses in winter and try and start to work towards, and wheels fall off a few, and you sort of go there or try and have your horse peaking and ready to go. It's the pinnacle, and obviously everyone wants to be in the cup, but even if you're not and you're just down one of those lower grade races, it's still bloody great to be there and have a horse running. And but yeah, to answer your question, that's exactly what we want to try and have a nice wee team there and try and be able to take them on. And it's just one of those things, Cup Day and Cup Week. It's just ingrained into all of us Cantabrians, and we all, even the whole country really, everyone's just wants to be there and trying to get some of the chocolates.
I think that's the greatest thing about it. Everyone comes from everywhere.
Yeah.
North Island, South Island, right down the bottom of the South Island. It doesn't matter. Everyone wants to be a part of it, and that's the unique part. Then you get the Aussies coming across and stealing all the cash. I mean, but I think that's what grows it. It must be tricky, because I'll show my hand. We were here the day that you had to unfortunately scratch walking on Sunshine because you just weren't happy with her. But a young stable, trying to get horses on the big stage. She was a live chance if everything was right. That's the hardest part about it. It must be a little bit deflating for the whole team when you've got to pull her out and unfortunately not be a part of it. And then unfortunately, the other two didn't perform as you probably expected them as well. So it is a school of hard knocks. You say this is what gets you out of winter, and then you've sort of had a pretty average day when you think about it.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I mean, we've had our luck before, and we drew 13, 18 and 10 yesterday, and it was hard to get into it. We would, but that's okay. And with Walk on Sunshine, like, she's got the Oaks in 2.5 weeks, and that was a big defining factor. It was about looking after her, and just like on Cup Day, like we're talking about, everyone's going for the money, and they just go crazy. Like, all the drivers are out there really having a crack, and the times are incredible, and she just wasn't quite 100%. So it was an easy decision, but it is massively not really where you want to be, but it just didn't work out. So we just turned the page and move on, and now we're just going to focus, try and have her spot on for the Oaks, and if she's right and she's there, she'll be competitive.
I think it'll be a great story, mate. I think that's the best part about it. Like, you've done an awesome job with her so far this year.
Yeah.
And as I said, you unfortunately had to scratch it yesterday. The Dominion handicap, Harold Smith, going terrific. It's a good, big ask. Some good trotters going around in it, but he's a live chance.
Yeah, he's just a boy sort of in a man's world. He's just been, he took them on for just once or twice this year, and he sort of held his own and gone bloody good races, and we're just going in. It was our first sort of year in that open class trotting ranks, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to sort of front up and be there. They're going to know that we're there. But I'm just looking forward to having a horse there, and if he gets a bit of luck and a draw and all that sort of carry on, I think that he won't be too far away.
Oh, absolutely. What about the Aussies? Any other horses we can follow? Not buy. We're not selling them, John. You're not allowed to do the sort of sales, but you can. But no. But horses over here to follow for you, like coming up through the Grand Prix. You got any sneaky ones there?
No, I've got Carwai didn't go too good yesterday, and he since it's had a bit of a bad blood, so that sort of helps that head scratcher, and we've been really happy with the way he's been coming up, but he's been pretty hard to catch. I'm not sure what the underlying issue is, but hopefully we can get him sort of figured out and hope he can sort of be around there. And I've just got a couple of paces that Military Girl, it's actually Dad's, but she goes all right. It's half sister to Betta's Heart, and got another wee down by the seaside called High Hopes, who's run second first up, but won't be on the Grand Prix day, but just sort of run around the other meetings and that sort of thing.
No. Well done, Tommy. Thanks for joining me, mate. Well done for what you're doing. I like the colours salute quite regularly, and I think it's a good sign, and always seems to be with these trotters at the minute, even though you don't want to be known as a trotting stable. You just told people to follow a trotter, so you can't have a crack at me. No. But no, you're doing a great job, mate, and I'll be back Grand Prix, so hopefully I'm interviewing you after win a race on Grand Prix day. Might not be quite the same as Trotting Cup day, but still big days, and it's great. So thanks very much for joining me. Do me a favour, put some pants on. I'm bloody freezing you here in shorts. I can't believe it. It's bloody freezing.
No, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. It's always good, and look forward to seeing Grand Prix Day.
Thanks, mate. See ya.
See ya.